Okay, we're at a Chuck E. Cheese here. Oh, this guy Animatronics. I haven't been here for a long time, but look, they got turtles. Like some adult games in here, mainly kids. So, besides a hillbilly bar playing music, they got some adult stuff in here. But anyway, I meant to make this video a while back. Um, Good thing for Google, they reminded me. It looks like it changed a little bit. They're supposed to bring back arcade machines, adults. Look, they even got Rampage. They're bringing back adult arcade machines like Mortal Kombat, Midway. I haven't been in here in a long, long time, but it looks like they sort of do have some adult stuff in here. Maybe they just changed it. I don't know. And they're even supposed to bring back the old animatronics. Now, I don't know if they're just going to bring back the exact same ones as the stage one, not talking about the unification one, or if they're just going to build some brand new ones. Anything, I'm going to go through the history here. As you can see, we're getting ready to go to sleep here. Hopefully you can hear me. We're going to talk about Ronald McDonald first, and McDonald's, what people don't understand, and I do have a accounting and business law degree. If you notice, Ronald McDonald is no longer in McDonald's because of movies doing the killer clowns and that, which was a good business decision by McDonald's to keep Ronald McDonald out of their stores, so they don't scare the little kids away and stuff like that, okay? They want to keep their customers coming. So the history behind Chuck E. Cheese, sort of the same thing. If you notice, they changed the mouse a lot to like a little, well, they changed the logo again. It was like a little kid mouse with the hat backwards, purple hat. It looks like the Chuck E. Cheese kind of grew up a little bit. Same thing with Chuck E. Cheese. What had happened was, back in the 70s, 80s, they sold a lot of their animatronics to people. And if you notice on YouTube back then, about 15, 20 years ago, people bought the animatronics, okay? And what they did is they made it smoke weed. They were cursing at each other and stuff like that. You don't see any more videos on it. At least I haven't. Because I think Chuck E. Cheese either filed some type of court order or maybe lawsuit on them or something. I don't know, to stop that, because it makes their business look bad. Kind of the same way with, Ronald McDonald and stuff like that. So anyway, you can see this. I don't like this mouse. That's the mouse right there. I hate that mouse. I like the old school mouse. But anyway, if you notice, they changed their logo too because of that. They're trying to keep it separated from the drugs and the cussing and that when those people bought those animatronics. So that's why Chuck E. Cheese said that the animatronics, they're going to get rid of and destroy it. So that doesn't happen anymore. Okay, so anyway, as we all know, Chuck E. Cheese filed bankruptcy twice, okay? Chuck E. Cheese either bought out Showbiz or Showbiz bought out Chuck E. Cheese. I don't remember. Then there was Aaron Fechner's Rockefeller Express, where they had some type of fight or something like that. Okay, so he took all his band out of the stores. Supposedly Chuck E. Cheese was trying to screw him over or something. I don't know the whole story behind that. Aaron Fechner says, no, I'm keeping my robots. Okay, so later on, they did what's called Project Unification. It's the Showbiz, Rockefeller Express robots still, but what they did is they just basically put new skins on them, which kind of sucked because it didn't look like Chuck E. Cheese. And then later on, they changed it to Studio A, Studio B, Studio C. One of the studios is just Chuck E. Cheese by himself. Animatronic style, doing sitting down in a chair, doing comedian stuff. I think B was like the Rockefeller Express, but Chuck E. Cheese skin. And I think C was like Chuck E. Cheese standing up by himself, okay, behind a star or something, singing. And then later on, they made it to a little kids thing where they took out all the animatronics and they made it like TV shows and that. So what they're doing now, because they just filed bankruptcy again, I guess, in 2022, I forgot. They got to do something about this where they got to change it over. And they're going to bring it back to where adults, teenagers, and kids could all come back, play arcade games and such like that. You can see this looks like the little kids side here. I don't see the animatronics. Looks like there is not even a TV screen, unless that's the TV screen back there. But who wants TV screens, you know? So from my understanding is they're going to have to change it. I think they're not getting a lot of business with just little kids here. When this first came about, which I think a guy by the name of, I think his name is Bushner or something, he developed the Atari, invented the Atari and the Chuck E. Cheese. I forgot his name, you gotta look it up. He's from Utah. Originally, back in the day, this was all animatronics. It was actually a little bit darker and it was nothing but arcades. And Chuck E. Cheese has changed a lot. I'm surprised they're still in business. As far as I know, they filed bankruptcy twice. So they are bringing back the adult arcades and the animatronics. Now, as far as I understand, it is going to be at a few locations as a test. I think it's going to be a great idea because, you know, and this looks like one of the stores where they might be doing the test right now. As you can see, here's the little kid arcade games. Like I said, I haven't been to a Chuck E. Cheese in years. Last time I went, I think it was like 10 years ago to Jurassic Park, if I remember. I played their game. And if you walk on this side, you got the adult arcades or teenage arcades. Right here, I don't know if you consider that, but right there they got Turtles. They got Rampage, Price is Right. I don't know if you consider that arcade. So it looks like they're going to change this all over to teenagers and adult arcades, and they're bringing back the animatronics. But it won't be happening until maybe a couple years. Remember, things could change. Like I said, I meant to bring this out. Forgot about it until Google reminded me. See what's on this side. So I think it's a great business idea that they bring it back. And you see, it's kind of like a Dave and Buster's. You got, that looks like Luigi's Arcade, Nerf. Like I said, they totally changed Chuck E. Cheese. I think it'd be much better if they bring back the animatronics. So they're gonna plan on making it open to adults, teenagers, and little kids. But like I said, with the Ronald McDonald situation, that's why they made the rat or the mouse look a little bit younger. So I think that'd be a great thing. And at this Chuck E. Cheese, I thought they had the animatronics, but I guess not. There's Plinko. I love Plinko. The game, I never played it at the arcade. But some of these Chuck E. Cheeses are getting a new makeover. And it's going to be just like back in the 70s and 80s. And I think that's a great business decision. And they're supposed to bring back the animatronics. So we'll see. Like I said, they can always change stuff at the last minute. I think it'd be awesome. But look at this. Chuck E. Cheese is closed and they're still running the Rampage. Unless someone's here. I don't know. I don't see any cars here. And you got the turtles in the background right there. I love that game. I might come here and play it. Maybe might get up in the morning and play some of these games, depending if it's hot or cold. But I think this is awesome news, people. Like I said, Chuck E. Cheese went downhill. They did some stupid stuff, but hopefully they change that mouse back into a 70s, 80s mouse. Hopefully they bring back the old animatronics, the stage thing, They might bring back the King. I don't know. We'll see what they have in mind. Definitely the adult arcades. So that's the news for you. And let's see. I'm going to be 23 people and no comment. I'm going to fix that. Said hi. A lot of people don't like commenting, and that's fine. They like rather listening. So, like I said, last time I've been to a Chuck E. Cheese, it was just all little kids. Now you can see they got some of the adult teenage kid game or adult teenager games now. A lot more. The only one I did, 10 years back, was Jurassic Park. And I wonder how their pizza tastes, but you could look at the games back there. Monopoly. So they changed that as well. I guess you win your tickets. They got Monopoly. A lot of board games up there. I don't see any clothes. Spinograph. I don't know what the heck that is. Let's come over here. Yeah, they got some dolls up there and stuff like that. Let's see if we can bring it in a little bit. The other thing too is I tell people, I just found out Trump filed bankruptcy 4 times according to the internet. You gotta remember it's about bankruptcy. People think it means going out of business. That's not true. So let's take a looky here one more time. How much are their tickets? $57 for 2 months. Buy your 2 months fun pass. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike from that stupid music behind me. Here it is 1 in the morning and they're blaring their music. $60 for 2 months. I guess that's cool. So let's go over here and look here for a minute before I take off. So this is Game On because they're bringing back the arcades. I think one of them is going to be in Texas. So you can see this is the little kiddie side, I guess. And I guess they're going to rip out those movie screens there and bring it back. People don't want to watch cartoons. They want to see the real thing. So I like to come here. I should order some of their pizza and see what it tastes like. But like I said, if you notice during the years, they changed their mouse a lot. I don't know if you see it there. I don't like that. And then a couple years ago was, if you Google up Chuck E. Cheese logo, they had one with the little kid mouse with the hat backwards or something. I like the old mouse coming back. Actually, I think it was a rat. But anyway, that seems pretty cool. So that's all I got to say, people. Just kind of giving you a little heads up here about Chuck E. Cheese. So it's going to become another arcade adult situation, even with animatronics. Oh, it looks like they serve beer here too. I didn't know that. I don't drink beer. I thought they got rid of the beer. Unbelievable. And they call this the kids thing. Okay, everyone, have a good night.